Bună ziua! Bine ați venit, dragii mei, la o lecție de limba engleză pentru clasa a 7-a din manualul pe care studiați la școală. Această lecție se găsește la pagina 16. Acesta este manualul și cele două pagini pe care le vom studia astăzi sunt acestea. Nu știu dacă se văd foarte bine. Aceasta, luați-o întâi pe prima, faceți captură de ecran pentru prima și acum faceți captură de ecran pentru a doua pagină. Vă rog să vă abonați între timp și haideți să începem să lucrăm exercițiile. Number 1, exercise number 1, read the status update and look at the pictures and answer the questions. Number 1, where is Liz? Liz is in a cafeteria, in a sweet shop. Number 2, what is she doing? She is waiting in turn. Number 3, why do you think she said goodbye Granny in the shop? I think that she said goodbye Granny in the shop or because she is there with her Granny, or because she told Granny to an older lady. Exercise number 2, we cannot listen the text because we don't have the CD. Exercise 3, we have to mark the sentences true or false. Number 1, Liz's brother's birthday is today. True. Number 2, when Liz got to the shop it was empty. False. Number 3, an old lady started talking to Liz outside the cake shop. True. Number 4, Liz paid 17 pounds for the cake. False. Number 5, Liz bought her cake and the cakes for the old lady too. False. Vocabulary, adverbs of manner. Exercise number 4. Look at the examples from the listing and answer the questions. An old lady was standing quietly next to me. The others were talking loudly. 1. Are the words in bold adjectives or adverbs? The words in bold are adjectives. Number 2, what do we usually add to adjectives to make adverbs? We usually add ly to adjectives to make adverbs. Exercise number 5. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the adjectives in brackets. Then listen, check and repeat. He cooks very badly. The snail moved slowly across the leaf. I carried the expensive glasses very carefully. The children were playing happily. I got dressed quickly and went out. She answered all the questions easily. He paints very well. She opened the door quietly. Exercise 6. Write your answers to the questions. Number 1. Do you always do your homework carefully? Yes, I do. I always do my homework very carefully, because I'm afraid to do mistakes. Number 2, can you speak English well? Okay, I suppose I speak English quite well. Number 3, do you get dressed for school quickly? No, I don't get dressed for school quickly. It takes me a lot of time to do this. Number 4, is there anything you do badly? Yes, there are a lot of things that I do badly, although I try to do no mistakes. Number 5. Do you always speak in class quietly? No. I always speak in class loud, very loud. Number 6. What can you do easily? I can cook easily. I can do exercises easily, and many others. Number 7. Ask and answer the questions from exercise C. Do you always do your homework carefully? No, not really. I often make lots of mistakes. How about you? I try to do it more carefully than I used to. My dad helps me with it, of course. We have already answered. Language focus, past simple versus past continuous. Exercise 1. Complete the examples from the listing on page 16. Then complete the rules. Number 1. Something strange happened to me today while I was waiting in turn to buy the cake. Number 2. When I go to the cake shop, 4 people were waiting. Number 3. An old lady was talking quietly in front of me. Number 4. The others were talking so loudly so I couldn't hear her very well. Number 5. What did you say? Number 6. I was only paying for my brother's cake. We use the past tense simple to talk about finished actions past. We use the past continuous to talk about actions in progress in the past. We use when or while before the past simple. We use when before the past simple. We use when or while before the past continuous. We use while before the past continuous. Number 2, exercise 2. Choose the correct verbs to complete the sentences. Liz was shopping when something strange happened to her. Number 2, the cake shop was very crowded when Liz arrived. Number 3, when she was waiting in a small kiwi, an old lady approached her. Number 4, the old lady showed Liz a photo of her granddaughter while talking about her. Number 5, when Liz asked how much cake her cost, the shop assistant said she was having to pay for the lady's cakes as well. Number 6, the old lady left the shop while Liz was paying for the cakes. Exercise number 3. Rewrite the sentences in 2 different ways. Use when or while. Number 1. I was watching TV. My best friend called. While I was watching TV, my best friend called. I was watching TV when my best friend called. Number 2. My dad was driving home from work. His car suddenly stopped. While my dad was driving home from work, his car suddenly stopped. My father's car My father was driving home from work when his car suddenly stopped. Number 3. Alex was walking home from school. It started to rain. While Alex was walking home from school, it started to rain. Alex was walking home from school when it started to rain. Number 4. We saw our maths teacher. She was waiting at the bus stop. While our maths teacher was waiting at the bus stop, we saw her. Our maths teacher was waiting at the bus stop when we saw her. Number 5. My mom was reading a book in the living room. My brother entered the room. While my mother was reading a book in the living room, my brother entered the room. My mother was reading a book in the living room when my brother entered the room. Exercise number 4. Complete the text with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Then listen and check. October 24. When I woke up, it was raining. I walked to the bathroom, but my brother was having a shower. I told him to be quick, and then I went to the kitchen. Dad was reading the newspaper and Mother was listening to the news. Did you sleep well? Asked Dad. No, I said. I had a strange dream about a cat in my English class. The cat was sitting next to me and she answered all the teacher's questions. She could speak human language easily and she was raising her paw every time she wanted to say something. Dad laughed and went to the kitchen to make breakfast. I looked out of the window while I was laying the table and I saw the cat from my dream. She was looking at me fixedly. I couldn't believe my eyes. Exercise number 5. Write 5 questions. Use the prompts and the past simple or past continuous. Number 1. Was it raining when you woke up this morning? Number 2. Was your phone ringing while you were having breakfast? Did it happen anything strange while you were going to school? When you went into the classroom, your teacher was writing on the board? Or was your teacher writing on the board when you went into the classroom? Were you looking out of the window while you were listening to the teacher? Exercise number 6. Ask and answer the questions in exercise 5 with your partner. Was it raining when you woke up this morning? No, it wasn't, but I woke up very early. Was your phone ringing while you were having breakfast? No, it wasn't. Did anything strange happen while you were going to school? Yes, it happened something strange while I was going to school. I saw the cat from my dream. Was your teacher writing on the board when you went into the classroom? No, my teacher wasn't writing on the board when I went into the classroom because she didn't come inside the classroom yet. Were you looking out of the window while you were listening to the teacher? No, I wasn't looking out of the window while I was listening to the teacher because I always listen to the teacher carefully during the lesson. Number 7, couldn't. Complete the examples from the listing on page 16 with could or couldn't and the verb in brackets. I could play it very well when I was younger. I couldn't hear her very well. Exercise 8. Which of the things in the box could you do when you were at primary school? Write sentences with could or couldn't and an adverb from page 16. I could ride a bike badly when I was at primary school. I couldn't play well at a musical instrument when I was at primary school. I couldn't use a computer properly when I was in primary school. I could sing well when I was in primary school. I could play my favorite sport when I was in primary school. Vă mulțumesc pentru participarea la acest curs. Dacă ați înțeles și v-a plăcut, vă aștept și comentariile și mai aștept să primesc like-urile voastre și nu uitați să vă abonați. Ne revedem curând la o altă lecție. La revedere!